And we're back. Welcome back. Somebody help that poor PC! Huh? Oh. I still maintain that it deserves it. Let's talk memory alloy. I feel like I'm missing something. Shouldn't have just told us to go search for memory alloy in the same bubble area where we were looking for the resistance member. But it's actually a different bubble. The bubble was kind of over. Bubble was here. Now the bubble's here. So it moved a little bit. Anyone remember the memory alloy being just an object laying around 10 feet from her? Doesn't sound right. I'm thinking if we leave, maybe something will update. Count is outside the bubble. There it is. Maybe there's something over here. Just haven't looked that much. Unrelated, Gino. Max, I've been meaning to add to our collection of break screen videos. We actually have a couple older ones. Once I made the repair video, I didn't use any of the older ones. I always wanted to make more and put them on a rotation. Under a big-ass tree, I think. If you already have it, it's possible the bubble refers to the android. I think I saw that we didn't have it in the quest log. Wandering couple. Memory alloy, 0 of 1. So I don't think we have it. Big ass tree, huh? Here's one big ass tree. Or maybe underground in the sewers. Hey, that's not a bad idea. The sewers do run underneath here. There's another big-ass tree. Another big-ass tree. May as well check them. Not finding it here. So the sewers that we get into, the sewers they don't extend in this direction, do they? Look it up. Where's that memory alloy? Don't some enemies drop it? Very possibly. And if the marker is just here because of the android, and what we need to do is go to another area and kill some enemies for a memory alloy drop, I'm fine with that. I would hope that it would give us a bubble, an area, as they have done with most or all the quests that require a certain drop. You need a pristine screw, go fight things here. You need whatever, go fight things here. Well, let's say that's the android. Let's say that's the android. Let me just look up memory alloy then. NieR memory alloy. Where can we find that? Dropped by medium bipeds in the city ruins. Lower subterranean portion of the desert zone. Castle. Reward for completing certain quests. We probably got one back at the Red Belt for Robo Dojo. Game dev machine. Emil's shop might sell it when located near the resistance camp. Can be farmed on Goliath bipeds. At the castle entrance after the king. Okay, so that's later. But medium biped enemies in the city ruins near the collapsed area. Which are the medium bipeds? Okay. Legs and arms, sort of a full body type. Looks like an 8-foot standing machine. So... Goliaths at the Forest Castle are by far the most reliable way. You remember farming memory alloys for the weapon upgrades. But this wandering couple needs to be completed before the Flooded City quest if we want to do it. That's in particular one of the ones that's gated off, right? I know I worry too much about that stuff, but that is one of the ones that gets gated off. Come to near the tower. I didn't exactly pick the right spot. Oh look, now that we've moved, now we've got a marker for an area where we can get the parts. That makes sense. It just hadn't updated yet, whatever the trigger was for it to update. We didn't get it till we transported. Damster, you're away for 45 minutes. Nothing major except we are, you know, the wandering couple. We're trying to find a memory alloy chip to repair the woman who's at the amusement park, terribly injured. And the man is, the Flooded City, injured. Maybe I did not mark him down here. Is there a fight up there somewhere? Shouldn't have jumped down. Alright, what's the best way back up? They were just trying to get away across the sea. They deserted the resistance, but they just wanted to be together. They needed each other, and they were trying to get away. First, we didn't tell on them. They needed some stuff for repairs. We helped them out. And then they needed some money. 50 G's. For someone who was going to help them get across the sea. Smuggler. but the smuggler betrayed them and attacked them. And the woman left as a decoy. Neither of them have made out very well. Let's go. Looking for... speed salve. Oh. In there. That good storytelling is what you meant. Did we get out right before that terminal got aggroed, shielded? How far did you get? Are you in the first route or past that? First game gets you super emotionally invested in a meal. Now that is impressive storytelling. I haven't had the experience, but I was looking at some discussion thread about quotes from NieR Automata. As people were joking around about meal, and you could just tell how yeah, sorry, I can't even explain what I read properly. But you could tell how much people cared about a meal, even though I don't know what that's based on. Pascal, what are you doing here? I was concerned about the 2 androids who were staying in our village, so I decided to look for them. During my search, I noticed that one of their signals had suddenly grown quite weak. You have the materials she needs, yes? If so, please give it to me so I can perform the repairs. Got it. Yeah, that's about all I know besides what we see here in Automata. I know that Emil's from the first game. Little else. Something wrong? Well, this android is female. You were male. Perhaps you might close your eyes until I'm done? Oh, right. Sure. Yeah, let me just close my eyes then. It's a blindfold. Excellent. I'll just take this here, patch up this area, and done. Phew, she should be all right now. Thank you for helping me. Have any information about my friend? He's fine. You don't need to worry. Nines. Really think he's fine? He didn't seem fine. There he is. You're alive. Thank goodness. Ah, I'm sorry. I should have been stronger for you. I don't know which one's which right now because they're both called Resistance member. Please don't. You're safe and that's all that matters. I'm sorry to have put this on you. I truly am. Oh, it's perfectly fine. However, what do you intend to do now? Now, well, I suppose we'll try to find someplace safe. And then what? Continue being pursued by our former friends and hunted by machines? I can't take that anymore. But this is gonna be my life. I'd rather return to the Resistance. If we reformat ourselves and reset our memories, sure, Anemone will take us back. But if we do that, forget how I feel about you. And if we don't, I'll eventually grow to hate you. Do you understand? Boom. Even if I'm reformatted, I know I'll fall in love with you. All right. Will you help us one more time? Will you erase our memories? Bring us back to the Resistance camp? Thank you. You can begin with me. All right. Formatting complete. You should reboot here in a little while. Are you ready? Me? No, I'm fine, thanks. What? Your formatting procedure was perfect. I'd expect nothing less from a cutting-edge Yora model. Wait, what? What are you saying? Don't you understand? We're too weak. That's why I knew I had to convert one of us into a combat model. Then we'll never have to run from anything ever again. But I can't do that without a complete system reset, which is why I had you reformat him. Now it's time to strengthen him up. Holy shit, she's going, oh man, Dolores and Teddy. While I'm at it, I'd better delete all his namby-pamby ways. I need someone more forceful in my life, you know? Oh shit. Oh, don't look at me like that. This is the 6th time I've had him formatted, and it's never been a problem. I don't know if this is enough payment for all you've done, but please accept it. Jeez, that's harsh. Entropic, greetings, brother. Came in at a hell of a time. Sad moment. A horrible little side quest. Rip your guts out. Wave. Anyway, we better get going. The next time you see this guy, he's gonna be incredible. 9S? What was that about? Women can be pretty scary sometimes. I see. I will bear that in mind. Wave goodbye to your memories. We run everywhere in this game, and we run so fast, and we're running, and we're evading, and we're sprinting. But, just the walk? The animations in this game. Quite smooth. It's not just because she's only wearing a top, but it's really cool to watch her walk. Procyon, like this quest a lot because it lets you understand some of the subtext once you learn what's going on with 2B and 9S. Yeah, once you've been around the merry-go-round. Oh, that's the parade. No, we're not gonna do the parade. Speed Star. I might be able to do another one of Speed Star, but they're not, I don't know, they're not that fun. They're kind of a pain. I knew I could do the first one. I was fine with doing the first one. Let's head back to the Resistance camp. Max, which is why the Cruel Blood Oath is your favorite weapon in the game. Its weapon story is really great. Blood Oath. That's Cruel Blood Oath is 2B's other, 9S's other weapon. I remember the name of the weapon, but not much else. He doesn't carry a second weapon. That's right. Of course, he hacks. But you get that as a replacement for his weapon one playing as 9S later. That's where Cruel Blood Oath turns up. Can't remember what I'm talking about clearly, but trying to. I think that's his starting weapon. Oh, so that Cruel Blood Oath, is that it right there? Hey, you're back. So how did it go? Did you find him, or yeah, he was all he got shanked. Lie and say you couldn't find him. Let's think about this for a moment. So if we tell the truth that a machine took vengeance out, lured their friend and killed him, they may in turn, I think they do, want revenge. They go out in search of revenge themselves. We lie and say we couldn't find him. Nothing else happens, though. Tragic as it may be. Very sorry, but friend is dead. Blood Oath is the large one you can get in the desert during Path B. The one he's using now is Cruel Oath. Blood Oath is the large one. Okay. Yeah, truth hurts sometimes. He was trying to get revenge against the machine that killed his comrades. Oh. Oh no. But he wasn't strong enough and the machine ended up killing him instead. Damn the machines! I'll murder them all! Whoa, easy, it's okay. We took out the one that killed your friend. We did? Yes, we did, which means there's no need for anyone else to go seeking revenge. But what do I do now? No one to love, and no one to kill. I have nothing. That's not, Come on, 9S. Look, we'll come back, okay? We'll come back and check on you. Does it have, as long as it doesn't have any later route spoiler stuff, I mean, yeah, I think that's okay. I don't know. Try to use some good judgment there. I don't know the story. Let's stock up on a few supplies. The song could play the song louder. Item. somewhat cryptic, like all it should be fine. Go for it. Thanks for asking too. Takes the place of love, and when there's nothing to hate, the android loses her reason d'etre. I'll read it after you type it out there. I'll never forget the time we met. I knew ours was a love that would last for eternity. But even when by his side, his feelings were a mystery. It was painful not to know what he was thinking. So painful. When I was close, I hurt him. Yet being distant hurt him more. I finally found my place in life. A place where I am as close as possible, yet eternally distant. Let me get some up. How good is that you do not understand half of it? It's good and complicated. Yeah. It's... We can't explain it without spoiling, so we can't explain. But it's okay. It's okay. Stock up! Alright. Oh, I was gonna upgrade the Beast Lord, and now we can't. Yeah, you know what? Let me sell some things. I think we can still pull this off. What don't I need? We can't really use Overclock yet. Can we? After a perfect evade. Man. Brains gain a +3. Down 3. It's one that describes the start of the first game. The Iron Pipe, I have that. And it's the, You're the Best, Dad. That one. Orga Sky. I need a little bit. Let's go over to the, see how much it costs. It's been tough lately, but it's important to get rest. Make sure you keep your weapons in good order, too. Beast Lord's only 2,500. Good, we have the Pyrite now. We already have an auto-use item diamond +3. But, saving those to try and combine later. Grrr, evade range up +1, that's terrible. Very good deadly heal. What do I have? Get rid of that other deadly heal. Should have upgraded before shopping. Yeah. Yeah. Not a very good auto heal. Ranged attacks. Are we using one at all right now? Ranged attacks, ranged defense. So if we fuse those two, we get a +2, that's 8. We could see what those are to fuse. That might be worth keeping to fuse with a diamond later. Those are like a +2, 8. I'm trying to evaluate the +2, 9 for keeping it or selling it. Oh, it's hard to speak about this stuff. I can think about it more easily than I can speak about it. Down attack up. I don't think I ever used too many of those. It's awful too. Critical up +1. Beast Lord. We need stripped screws to take it any farther. Look at the story on Virtuous Treaty when we went back to the factory to pick it up. Not much there yet. First encounter with my lover. You want to read something really messed up? Read any of the Type 3 weapon stories, especially the Lance. Didn't I look at it after we picked it up? At least the first part of the story. Once upon a time, there were 3 princesses. The eldest princess was thought by all to be the most brilliant woman in the kingdom, and she soon sat upon the throne of her homeland as their queen. The new queen raised a mighty army. To afford the endeavor, she taxed her people, and in turn, they were given jobs in new factories created to support the war effort. Well, leave us hanging, why don't you? It gets much worse, so much worse after the first line. I believe you. I'm gonna pick up the item in here. It's nice having a home to go back to, don't you think? What's this about? No, it's just... I'm starting to understand why humans lived in houses, as all. Have your own room in the bunker. Yeah, but it's hard to relax in the bunker, you know? Should we take another crack at Robo Dojo? What are we, 22? Yeah, go for it. If you've got the weapon stories up and you want to post the rest of Beast Lords, please do. Back to Bracer. Will Robo Dojo still be there after the Flooded City? How about the half-wit inventor? Meant the T3 Lance, but you can get Beast Lord if you prefer that one. No, no, you meant the Lance. The no, Lance is good. Lance story is good. Go for it. Androids becoming more human? Oh shit, everybody run! What's out that way? Pascal's village, but These, I don't know what area that is at all. They look like the forest to me. Mysterious letter, but it could be the forest because this is the forest area. Is this all Forest King stuff? Doing pretty good on the side quest though. Just the others I haven't done that we can get to. Factory entrance. We haven't been back into the factory. Should we go to the factory and maybe do some of those? Okay, the lance. The unadorned lance pierced her foes with machine-like accuracy. The grind of metal on bone in tandem with the pained screams of her victims created sweet music in the mercenary girl's ears. Day after day she returned to the battlefield to compose more music. Here, a giant of a man, fat rippling from his sides. There, a slimmer gentleman whose bones would surely produce a sweeter sound. Ah, who to stab first? The girl fought for an age, stabbing uncountable foes in an effort to find the ideal scream, that sonorous, bone-grinding sound. Yet perfection eluded her, no matter how hard she tried. Would she ever find what she sought? Suddenly she turned to find a fine-looking hunk of meat at her side. Stabbing it produced a scream so pure she couldn't help but smile. She continued to smile as she stabbed, no longer able to recall that the hunk was her own child. Oh, that's just a wee bit fucked up there, yeah. Woo. Oh my. Yeah. So, the stuff in the factory, can we do either of those now? You did. You did. Good. Since I'm so bad with the order of events, I don't want to miss out on a chance to fund a half-wit scientist to the tune of 100k more. We've already given him 80,000, and I just blew our coin on stocking up on supplies and potions and one upgrade, and that's fine. But it means we need 97k. And if he's gonna disappear after we do a little more of the main quest, I want to hold off until we can fund him. But if he's gonna hang around and I can get a confirmation on that, then I won't worry about it. Kraken Guard. There's a lot of those weapons stories. Some of them are even worse than that one, huh? Need more moolah? Fishing time. Yeah, and Flooded City seemed like one of the best spots. They were just coming up and up and up. And talk to me about the factory if you know. It looked like there were two. There were two side quests. Two quests. The factory. I don't know what they are. They're both beneath our current level. Gotta get to that one first. We haven't been back here in a long time. Still can't take this elevator. Maybe the elevators that we can't take go down to the quests I'm wondering about. Maybe we'll have access to, there's at least one other elevator, right? Even these level 5s can do a third of my health bar in a little love tap. I don't know what I'm doing, Max. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you or anybody who knows what I'm doing. I'm at the factory. There are 2 side quests on the map. I don't know what they are. Or if I can even get to them right now. One of the elevators was still locked. It's 11B's Memento. Got to backtrack to the start of the game. Well, that's kind of, I mean we could end up there. I'm not heading anywhere in particular. I don't know where I'm going. Experience gain up. Don't need to go down there. No. Unless that elevator doesn't. There. There's something down here. There's something down here. I don't know if one of those. Yeah, I know where you're talking about at the start of the game. The first boss fight with the single excavator arm. That's where the quest tells you to go. I don't think I have the quest. So, no, I'm not doing. If you meant, do I have the quest, then am I doing it? No, I don't have 11B's Memento. I just came to the factory because I saw 2 dots on the map. And I'm wondering if I can get to either of those dots by way of an elevator. And there was one elevator on the way in that is still locked. And somewhere in my head, there's another elevator I can picture. And I don't know if that's locked, if we can. So like I said, I don't know where I'm going. Just going. Not sure how to get that deep down at this point in the game. And maybe you can't, and I don't know. Go a little further just in case I get to that elevator I was picturing in my head. See, maybe there's nothing there at this point. It might be the Become as Gods part of the map. Hey, other elevator. Okay, nothing doing. So, backtrack, because we got to get out of here. There are some items in the factory to be found, aren't there, though? Like, if we jump in a certain direction, we can... Roundabouts where we drop the bridge. I'm not going to head there. But I remember going off. The perspective changes, and you can go off into the background, and there's an item or 3 to collect. It is tricky water. You're at the last boss for 2B's story. You asked your friend where you were when you were playing last? That's for 2B's story. So the end of Route A? Can't go over this fence here. It's too bad. Around it. Alright, well then there aren't many quests we can really get to besides the ones we've accounted for. We're not going to do Parade for its brutality. Half-Wit, I'm a little worried we're going to miss out on Half-Wit if we don't do it before continuing with the main quest line, but I hope I'm just worrying too much about that. Half-Wit makes something pretty cool. See the launch. I don't want to miss the launch. Do we head for the city ruins? After the flooded city part or way down in the factory? Oh, Jamster, you're asking. Gotcha. I think at this point in this stream, we're going to start tomorrow's stream by going into the city ruins. If we go back to the resistance camp, we'll find that they have split to go take revenge. Let's go check in. Yeah, Jamster, if you've got a little gaming time you could carve out and push ahead in the story, you might find that when you start, if you get past that boss and go a little further, you might get sucked back in all over again. Things get really much more interesting after the first route. First route is a great game with lots of teases about the underlying philosophies of the game and the nature of the world and the characters. It's only once you get past the first route that it starts to unfold. And it's only once you get to the third route that it just blows your mind. So, yeah, if you stop where it sounds like you stopped, you kind of owe it to yourself to keep going, man. Huh, she's gone. You looking for the lady who was here? Yeah, she left a while ago. Seemed pretty upset about something too, and she was armed to the teeth. Oh no. But he still adds a lot of interesting stuff. Hey, I just remembered, she wanted me to give you something. Here. Whoa, all of this? Yeah, she said she didn't need it anymore. Hey, don't ask me. I don't understand women at all. Medium recovery, pearls, pyrite. Max hit points up. Oh, we haven't even had a max hit point up chip until now. And a level. Yay! A really fleshed out tutorial. But they don't really teach you things. They just drop you in the deep end. Max hit point up 3. Only 9 slots. Not bad. 20% hit points. Yes. We're gonna make room for that. Alright. Let's see. Need to free up 5 slots, and we've got plenty of inefficient chips slotted I can drop. We're not getting much from that deadly heal yet, but we're gonna keep most of these diamonds slotted and certainly not sell them because we want to fuse them and improve them. Auto use item gives us a little bonus when it triggers an auto heal. That has saved my life plenty of times. Remove the OS chip. We already did. Ending T. We got ending T for pulling the OS chip. Evade range up. That one, the one that's really giving us a boost. This one is 20%, this one is 60. I don't know if they're stacking. We're either getting 60 or 80. But 15 slots? 15 slots? Ouch. Might keep it though for now. Resilience, I think that's helping a little bit. He likes getting staggered. Why? I don't know all the endings by letter. I just remembered that one was T because it's the only one we have so far. So which one's Y? And then yeah, when does the whole, where's the mackerel at? Anti-chain damage. 17 slots, but anti-chain damage. I don't want to lose that right now until we get a more efficient one. Range defense 3, 10%. Pretty much, I get wrecked by projectiles. I think we could lose that. Keep it, we won't sell it, but I won't equip it so we can get a more efficient one. Not ditching my shockwave. I want a better one. Weapon attack up. Hoping these are all stacking. 10%, 8%, 2%. Tell you what, right now I just need 5 slots. I'm going to keep the evade range 3, the bad one that gives us 60%. No, but if there's stack, I don't want to remove either one if they stack. Drop rate, no. My drop rate. Deadly heal isn't doing too much yet. 5% for each enemy defeated. The incoming damage being so high, I got bigger problems, but that'll only get me 4 slots. Points, objectives, text showing your current objective. Which text is it referring to? Melee damage reduced by 8%. Again, I'm getting crushed. It's hard to see how that's really helping right now, but I get hit a lot and I'll take every bit I can. I'll let the projectile damage go for now, and we'll re-equip it later when we can. Something better. What were we putting in? I kind of wanted to put in the overclock too, for both. Experience gain, hit points, hit points, hit points. Isn't that? God, I want to make room for that too. Slow time for 2.5 seconds after a perfect evade. That will change the combat dynamic greatly, because every time you get one of those little and you get that perfect evasion, 2.5 seconds of time slowing down lets us reposition into Bayonetta. But don't you think that would help on this difficulty? Maybe a lot. Try and make the room for it and play around with it. Okay, let's temporarily remove the lesser value, greater efficiency evade range. Equip that. Overclock. Ten logos, pretty insane. And that was the 3rd rank, so 2.5 seconds. It's nothing to sniff at. I think I'll be able to notice the difference. So the resistance member, did she go out somewhere we can search for her? Oh, she's just gone. Gone. How about Engels? Have we been back to talk to Engels in a little while? We did just level again. Take another shot at Father Servo. Yeah, since we're kind of on the downward slope here, we're gonna wind up in a little bit. Let's see what's up there. And maybe tomorrow we can scrape together enough money for the half-wit inventor. Hopefully that doesn't get zapped when we proceed with the main quest and go back to the bunker and then get sent to the flooded city again and all that. There's no quest marker by Engels right now. I am tired. I must rest. Alright then, never mind. There's the slowdown. That's sweet. Hey, Malice. Overclock is so good. I think I'm gonna like it. I don't remember if I played with it last year, but I think I'm gonna like it. The angles, and then we were gonna try Robo Dojo one more time. Might even get that overclock to trigger with Father Servo. That is badass! Alright, Max, you're off for the night. Have a good night, Max. See you on the flip side. PC last time. Good to see you today. Catch you later. You first. Woo! Hey, look, it's the Iron Giant. Alright, remember what I've messing around with before? Because it's hard to get her to face the way we want to run, unless you come up the ladder and then she's facing the right way. It's hard to get the evade to be a forward evade and not a backwards evade. But you kind of need for the extra... brain went sideways. But you need for the extra oomph, right? So I guess you could have, you could fling yourself. It's probably a better way to get up there. Come on. Oopsie daisy. Is she rejecting the ladder? She never used the ladder. I imagine she used the ladder. That's better for getting up here. Father Servo is now level 40. He's kicking my ass. He can basically one-shot me. Has been able to the past few times we've come up here. We don't need the larges yet, I don't think. Just keep spamming the mediums. I'll use the longer buffs, and we'll see how it goes. We could try an E-drug. Think the E-drug would help us up here? Father Servo. Would you like to help Father Servo with his training? Begin anew. The Father Servo you knew has passed from this life, my child. Behold his latest incarnation! Expecting that right away. I would like to get buffs up. Pretty sweet that you can almost get those when he's rolling around. Shit! See what I mean with the bad timing. Yes, it is on hard. It's just brutal. Not the hardest, just hard. It's like a little hard, and it's very hard. You desire to test yourself anew. Father Servo is happy to oblige. Second. This D-pad stuff makes me crazy sometimes. I did not want to waste a large recovery. I was trying to D-pad down to bring up the menu, D-pad up to switch from large to medium. Wait too long and it disappears and you switch weapon set. D-pad down again in frustration, maybe over tap and okay. Father Servo, let's try again. And he's 40 and we're only 23 or 4. I didn't even get my bearings. I was trying to select the right pod, make sure I had the right pod selected. I wanted to go for the body and get a buff. Thanks, Father Servo. You kick my ass good. Okay. You stay there. I'm going for this and then buffs. Retrieve flying deathfish. Father Servo, get out of here! You don't get iframes when you're retrieving an android. You don't get iframes. That's really cool. Thanks. We could just stay back and noodle him, but that would take forever. We could stay back, noodle him, and triple charge our lasers. We have 3 pods. But, I think you get iframes on normal mode. That's possible. We need to rebuff. Buff's the only thing that saved me from one-hit kill there. Oh, shit. Buffs are disappearing. Using more. No! Let's wait for him to stop. Hard for me to keep the noodle up. You'd have a hard time keeping your noodle up too if you were playing right now. Oh, dude. Wait for him to stop. Too focused to keep the noodle up. Yeah. These 30 seconds are going by really fast. Uh-oh. No! No! Oh, I was so fucking close! He had to plow me with that one, didn't he? No! Come on! Oh, come the fuck on! No! Oh, God! I really hate you, guy. You know that? You're quite the dick. Well, are you jacking the difficulty up to hard? He's not that bad normally. just should have played it safe at the end there. Oh! Who wants to play it safe when you're having a kick-ass fight, though? You want to finish in style. You want to land the blow. You don't want to just whack him with your noodle. I really should charge up my triple pot laser when he does that, instead of trying to flirt with him and because if he gets me if the buffs are gone, or if he gets me straight on. Oh, man. Wait, wrong heals. I want to burn through the mediums. Yeah, I'm not changing anything. You think about how much damage do you do with your fist? Does that scale with your level? Oh, 100. It's too bad the bare fist doesn't scale somehow for more damage. I wonder if I used a different something besides the Beast Lord, maybe a spear to drop some attacks on him. Not using the Beast Lord too much here, but Hey, menu, please. Anyone else find those menus really sluggish sometimes if it just won't pop up? Even though you seem to have full control. Oh, damn, you're close. Oh, you're too close! Oh, the camera spun! He got so close! Damn it! My buffs are off, wearing off. First game crash? Are we getting our first game crash right here, fighting Father Servo? Yes. That was the Xbox taking a shit. Okay. I know nobody wants to hear that that's how the stream ends, but we've been going 6 hours. And instead of rebooting the Xbox and restarting the game right now so that we can play for 5 more minutes, we're going to wrap there. That's not how I imagine wrapping, but Father Servo wins again. Hot damn. I'll go make sure the Xbox is still alive. We're going to wrap here. He beat Jay. He beat the stream. He beat Microsoft. Father Servo packed one hell of a punch. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the company here today. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I needed to cut loose from the rest of the world. Father Servo. He took the parts from my Xbox. He has upgraded himself with the components of my Xbox. We're screwed. Thank you for the company. Thank you for the host love and the sub support always. You guys are great. I'll see you on the flip side. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll be back at it. Lots more to do. Oh, and look at that. Rage Mage is playing. Rage Mage is playing The Witcher. I'm going to drop the link. You have perfect timing. Misbehave. The Xbox just crashed. It just hard crashed. Welcome. We're going to drop in on Rage Mage. And you guys show some love over there. Drop a follow, maybe. I miss Rage Mage. Don't see him enough these days. I know he doesn't have the free time for all the streaming he'd like. So we're going to drop in on him, show some love, drop a follow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Cheers.